Hello there everyone, and welcome back to Napoleon Total War with the Great War mod. We're playing as the Soviets, the Russian revolutionary faction in World War I. Last time around we seized Minsk from the Belarusian revolt, and we also seized Kiev from the Ukrainians. Both battles a little bit disappointing in how inactive the enemy was. I'm not entirely sure how it works. It seems to work from, like, certain times when I start up the game. The AI acts differently towards other times. So it's very different. In how, you know, comparatively, if we look at the Latvians, they were, I think, a lot more aggressive than, say, the Belarusians or the Ukrainians. So it seems kinda like it's down to... I don't know. I don't know exactly what it seems, but it's like it twists and turns sometimes in what happens. Anyways, since last time around I started moving some troops that were recruited in the back, moving them forward. Not that I think I need a great amount of reinforcements. I've also sent my scouting planes down all over the place, and when recording this video, I've released the first of this series, and it looks to be going pretty well. One thing that I forgot, though, was that I probably should have mentioned what I mentioned last time, which was to name the generals. But other than that, it seems to be going down fine. It's my most viewed video in terms of current... Well, what it ranks, what the YouTube on my phone anyways ranks. It ranks views after a certain period of time. So normally, I don't know if this is interesting, but normally for this time period when I released that video, the first of this series, I get within the same time frame, which is now about 3 hours in, I get about 181 to 254 views, and right now it's up to 400 views. Not a lot of comments as of yet. I was hoping to have a lot of, you know, I'm watching the video, don't you mean we are watching the video, and stuff like that. Cease production and stuff. There were a few of those memes, like when you play Soviet Russia plays you kind of stuff. Anyways, I think I explained what we're doing last time around. We can see the armies moving down towards different targets. We're going to be moving quickly here. What I discovered is that, well, we can go through the plan over here. So, the main plan is to have the general marching down, take out this. This will open up the road for the cavalry to move down. Now, it looks like they're going to be blocked by the river here. So we got elite infantry and some cavalry. Might be difficult. Multiple points though, so the cavalry should be able to outwit the enemy, plus it's only 4 units. That should be quite easily outdone by this army, which contains about 2,000 men. So that should be good. Other than that, I haven't really, you know, I haven't really set a goal, and since at this point the video, well, I think we'll wait and see as I release the videos, but I think to actually put down a goal, I think it was, as I said at some point, is to actually strike and take out Vienna, Berlin and Istanbul. To take those out. No protectorates whatsoever. Everything's gonna be controlled by the workers. So, yeah. With that said, we're gonna go ahead and strike against the White Russians here. I'm hoping to bypass this force. That's gonna mean, though, that we have to be worried about them coming into our flank. But I want to bypass it and attack the town directly so that I don't have to play 2 battles. Oh, you know what? I won't be able to reach, so we're gonna have to play 2 battles. Hopefully, though, we'll be able to damage this army so much that I can out-resolve once this is done. So they have a mighty force compared to us. 5,000 men, 5,500 roughly, compared with 2,000. However, my army contains 2 machine guns, and we've already seen how devastating they can be in all the other videos, so there shouldn't be a problem, especially if the AI is very inactive, as they've been in previous battles. Hopefully, though, they aren't. We'll be able to test out some of the new infantry we haven't used before. So some of the Soviet assault battalions it's going to be used. Rifle grenadiers and just grenadier regiments. So that'll be interesting. With that said, let's go ahead and start the battle. I was hoping that the enemy would spawn closer to the actual front line so I could use my assault battalions to quickly wipe them out with the rifle grenadiers and the grenadiers to quickly get rid of the first army. However, they spawn quite a bit back. So the plan is to move my troops into the town, secure that ahead of the troops which are going to be starting down here. We're going to quickly marching to the aid of the grenadiers. So, yes, let's go ahead and start. Enemy reinforcements, of course. It's going to start to move in. We're going to soon see where. They should be coming, yeah, right behind them. As they're going to have a lot of cavalry, which could be very dangerous. I wonder what happens if I put a rifle grenadier inside a house. I'm kind of worried that they won't actually be properly set up to fire out of the house, and they'll end up blowing it up. What I think we'll do is we'll put the 2 grenadier regiments in some of the better houses. So this one right here and the town hall over there. So we'll claim those. And then, since the rifle grenadiers will be able to fire overhead, so they will be firing over the houses. Oh, the enemy is quickly moving forward here. Let's make sure that we are kind of prepared. The hussars into the flank to be able to attack these guys. Let's speed up the red banner and the light infantry. The machine guns. I forgot to move them. They need to get... This is a pretty good spot. I don't think I will be getting them further forward. But if I get them up on this hill, you can see there's a really nice view from up here. I also don't really like, but I'm not going to change that now, but I don't like this pop-up. Okay, they're within the range now of the Grenadier Regiment, and they're kind of returning fire. Gonna put 1 rifle grenadier that way and 1 over there. They were a lot faster than I thought they would be. Could be that this house could be overrun. They've lost 2 men. I need more of you outside actually firing on the enemy. Yes. Get along there. I need you to push down. Oh, here comes the grenades from the rifle grenadiers. Oh, we're moving out to the outer wall as well. Some of the grenades are landing all over the place. And on the roof. Might be hitting our own troops. We seem to be holding on fine. The house is a good strong point. I think the second unit just opened up its grenades. Lots of dragoons. I'm actually more worried about those right now. Oh, now we've got the Order of the Red Baron. Red Banner. I want light infantry up to support over there. And then the red Order of the Red Banner should be moving over there. Got enemy dragoons. Our cavalry needs to move forward against them. Machine gun in general moving into place. Let's go ahead and see here. The rifle grenadiers are successfully taking out these guys. And this house is holding. They've only lost 16 men, so that's good. I think though it might be time to kind of draw the rifle grenadiers slightly back. Let's get light infantry up there. Have my hussars charge in while holding fire. Charging in, sending away the imperialist cavalry over there. The Order of the Red Banner is now opening fire on the forward positions of the enemy. Cavalry attacking the light troops over here, but they are holding just fine. I want this group to move ahead of the rifle grenadiers if they can. What do we have there? Infantry. I don't like that. We're actually gonna have the cavalry fall back because they're losing tons of troops. They're being shot by these guys, yeah. It's better to hold them in the long run. Ooh, my grenadiers there. The house is being overrun. We are putting down a lot of fire over there. We need to support them even more though. The light infantry needs to get closer. And then the rifle grenadiers. I imagine we get the rifle grenadiers to focus their fire around that house once that kind of intensifies, or the control by the enemy intensifies in this house. Looks like some of them were actually firing inside the house. We've got the officer firing his rifle. There's a lot of windows and stuff in this house. Just stabbed one over there. Looks like they're about to kind of claim the lower part. Just strangled one of our guys over there. Kind of saw an imperialist officer there as well. He almost flew out the window. Once they get up to the second floor, that's going to be hard though. This unit, and I can't retreat the unit, is going to be down to either we're going to somehow make sure that these guys are forced to flee, or we're going to lose that house and that unit. Oh, the reinforcements are coming in. There's a lot of them. Where are my machine guns? Oh, the machine guns are about to come into position, but it's going to be just kind of at the end here. Also, Order of the Red Banner is not actually within a position to fire upon any of these. They should move out to a flank and move like that. Cavalry should come closer. And light infantry, you know what? We're gonna drop the light formation. Gonna move forward like that. And I wonder, let's actually move within that house.
We've taken a
You guys are on fire at will, so you should be firing grenades right now. I'm gonna order them to target the enemy. Oh, there's only 5 guys left. We're 1 down here fighting all these guys. And then upstairs we have these 3 guys. Now there's only 4 guys left in the house. Now there's only 3. The house was overrun, but it was a very heroic stand by the troops that held it. Why aren't you firing any grenades, you bastards? I'm actually gonna pull this guy back into this house. Can I get more windows cover there? Yeah, you should be able to fire out of these ones. Sort of. Possibly. Now I wish I had artillery so I could just blow up a few houses and stuff. They still have this guy left. Oh. The house was lost. Why are my rifle grenadiers... Oh, now they're firing. They're firing on the house. I definitely gonna need a lot of these grenades firing all over the place. Would be nice if the fire of the grenades would actually... Oh, the machine guns are now in place. Let it rip, boys. Let it rip. That unit was annihilated within seconds. I imagine we've got the machine gun fire coming this way right now, or maybe they're firing towards the house. Yeah, this one's retreating now. Very few guys left in this unit. And then maybe we can do like that, so we concentrate fire towards there. Where is the machine gun fire going? It's going kind of all over the place. Order of the Red Banner. I need to take care what I say. Not the Red Baron. We're blowing up the entire area with grenades. Light infantry is holding the strong point over here. Not entirely sure how well it's going. Because the enemy is able to put down a lot more fire on us. The guy's moving forward here. What about... Can I concentrate fire on this unit over here? And rather quickly, the unit was reduced. Now I'll order them to fire at whatever they want. They're moving forward, dealing with the Order of the Red Banner. Oh, now the machine guns have started firing over here. Absolute chaos ensues as they're all just mowed down. And now it's just a absolute slaughter. Where all the troops out in the open there. Oh, it draw into a melee fight. The 2 units of rifle grenadiers have lost a lot of manpower, so I'm gonna withdraw them. The light troops in this house has actually performed very poorly, but that's because it's a very poor house to hold. So we're gonna retreat all these units out of there. Great, most of them are running out the front door. The machine guns continue to spray the enemy. They get within range. We're gonna advance the Order of the Red Banner, getting a better flank position. It's down to the Grenadier in this unit and the Light Infantry unit in this house. And then maybe we can see about doing a counterattack with these guys once kind of the enemy moves forward into a position where we can attack them. Now the Order of the Red Banner is moving into a more favorable position. We'll move the general over there. He only has the rally though, he doesn't have inspire. What we can try and do is we can cut off the whites from the retreat back to their capital. I think we'll take the small unit of 66 and we'll put that on just chasing down the enemy. Shit. Now we're... oh, now it's that rain. I thought it was fire coming in for these guys. Kinda would assume that it's machine gun fire that's dealing so much damage to this unit. But it could also be the Order of the Red Banner, because those guys are pretty good. Oh, what happened there? As enemy troops retreating. Only kind of the enemy general's unit is still moving around. And I'm gonna get the hussars to deal with him. Machine guns are probably actually targeting retreating troops, or are they just spraying down everything over here? Not entirely sure how useful that is. Fire once. And then draw your swords in a charge. And the enemy unit falls apart. And the enemy general is killed. Order of the Red Banner will advance towards the town. That unit is wiped out and we are victorious. This unit needs to be cut down as well. As few enemy troops as possible should survive, so I can push on and claim the town. Now there's probably going to be quite a few home guards, but with the machine guns, my auto-resolve power should be high enough that that wouldn't matter. Still 94. Don't want a unit of 94 surviving. How about you guys turn up that way? And then in the memory of the guys that held a house, damn, there's a lot of dead enemies. And that unit that was lost here probably killed a lot of enemy troops before they were taken down. A lot more of our troop. Oh, it's kind of even up here in terms of casualties. It's a good strong point because of all the windows you can fire out of compared to most houses. But with that, I think we'll end it and we'll move to check the statistics. Here's the statistics of the battle. We lost half our force, in fact 976 men out of 2,000. However, the enemy force was utterly devastated, losing 5,300 out of 5,600, leaving only 260 men left. Highest killers goes to machine gun, no surprise. However, we also have one unit, heroic unit, one of our assault grenadiers, the one that held the house up front, lost every single man, deployed 120, lost 120, no one's remaining, but they killed 680 enemies deployed in that house, being able to fire from that house. They shot more than one of the machine guns, and then the machine guns had a perfect view over so many big enemy formations. On a high hill towards a flat ground, still one of the assault grenadiers end up in second place because it held that ground. Very, very heroic. However, they all died, and that's how it is sometimes. Order of the Red Banner comes next. One of the SAR units, probably mostly from chasing down, and so on. I noticed here that one of my units, the one grenadier unit that was placed in the town hall, actually only shot 3 people, and that was the only thing they did during the entire battle. So I could possibly have been, I don't know how many troops would have fit in that first house, the heroic house, but if maybe I could have put both units in there, and he might have actually held against the charge, and the units would have survived. Really heroic though. 120 men, every single one lost. They fought to the very end. They didn't surrender, and they killed 680 enemies. Very nice. And yes, I can continue on. Just exactly, you can see the red ring around there. Means there's no movement points whatsoever. 2,000 men still holding the enemy's capital. Arthur in control. However, we've got machine guns, which pushes the out-result quite a lot in our favor. So, let's go ahead and out-result. We lose 121 men, however the enemy lost everything. And we are able to take control. Very nice. The white movement has been destroyed or moved so far away from us that is no longer, you know, it's out in Siberia or something. They have no control whatsoever. And then this army should hopefully be able to take Odessa next turn. We'll have to repair the Kirov airship base and move some spy planes to facilitate. I think I want to see what kind of the Ottomans are doing, because the plan is to continue the war against our enemies. So we're going to invade Austria, we're going to invade the Ottomans, we're going to invade the Germans, and we're going to wipe everything out. We're going to wipe everything in our way. So I kind of want to know, well, this one has moved within position of, so they can spy on this area, so you should be able to move over here instead. See what the Ottomans have. Looks like there could be a Romanian revolt against these guys. And it's not a super impressive army the Turks got here, so they could very well lose that. Which would be nice. Any weakening like that would make it a lot easier for us to move in. We also control the straits here, because our navy is right here. Very few troops actually are holding the capital, which is good. However, we do not have any more moves, so what I need to do is I need to end turn, and then we might strike here with the cavalry and get that done. That line done, and then it's just these 2 places left. And we can refocus to the 3-pronged attack that we're looking at. 1 attack to go towards Istanbul. 1 attack. I'm not entirely sure. I think it might be easier to go this route to Vienna. And then this route along the coast towards Berlin. With that said, let's go ahead and then turn and see what the enemies of the revolution can come up in response to our victorious arms. Our trade agreement with Poland has been broken. And that is because they were taken over by the Ukrainians, the Ukrainian Polish War. Now the interesting thing here was that Lemberg was first attacked by an Austrian army. So this army here got almost completely wiped, attacking the Polish at Lemberg, and then with the weakened state of their army, the Polish lost to the Ukrainian. We can see that very few Ukrainians actually made it here as well. Or this army is very broken up. Minister gained competent. It is. I'm trying to figure out my ministers a bit. So I'm kicking out people, and I'm hoping that I can possibly get some of these with 4. I'm not sure about knighthood in communist. We might want to wait for some reinforcement until this army actually pushes forward and attacks the enemy. We've got an early victory here by the Imperial Army back in 1917 against the Austria-Hungarians. We're gonna move close to that historic site, but we're not gonna move fully towards the attack. This area is still pretty unhappy, so I don't think we'll be able to move in a while to move down to support our commander over there. A lot of the Red Guards have been recruited, and Patriotic Levy, which was supposed to bolster this force. I think we'll move this one closer to the attack position. But still within our territory, because there's some units here that need replenishing. A little bit unhappy. We'll exempt them from tax. We've got Red Guards, going to be able to hold them down. Military Academy in Petrograd. And we've got General Staff College coming up. We also got National Legislature coming up. And I was going to send this army down towards wherever, but that was because I'd completely forgot about Finland. We need to get the Finnish. So let's start marching here, this army. It's a very modern army with a lot of assault units. Heavy artillery with long-range artillery as well. So we'll see about being able to take down the Finnish. Finish the Finnish, as it were. Right. This army is going to have to sit here for a while. Need some Red Guard units. Let's see, how far can the cavalry go? The cavalry can go all the way. Barring a unforeseen... Ah, yes, because... Okay, so we won't be able... We would need a machine gun. Otherwise, that was pretty nice. We were able to march all that way. We needed to... Where did they send that force, though? There was troops here before. Aircraft. Trying to figure out. Nothing over there. Then, they probably moved over here. Ah, yes, there they are. It would actually be nice if they moved close and provoked an attack, because then we could crush them. We'll keep the aircraft there to figure out what's going on. I definitely want to see, as these guys revolt against the Ottomans, what they're going to do. And then these two armies are close. We've got more artillery and some extra better troops coming in for this army. Let's see. What else? This, yes, this army was waiting for better artillery. We should get more red guards to be able to hold down this. Got extra troops being recruited over here, more red guards to hold down that. And Army Staff College is very expensive, and what I noticed when I built this in the Austrian campaign was that it kind of stopped me from recruiting in that area, which was a bit shit. Money is going pretty well. There isn't really any factions we're able to trade with anymore. Most of the small factions that we're not trading with, we are at war with, and same with the major factions. As I won't be able to actually take this today, we have to run 5 turns, but I guess we'll leave that for the next video. So we'll end it right here. We've been able to sweep through very efficiently, and now it's just the Ukrainians left. They lost one territory, but they gained another over there. I don't know how long they will be able to hold this though. Oh, that's a lot of unhappiness. That's a lot of damage, but I wouldn't be... I mean, everything's kind of burning in this town, so... Yes, with all of that said, we're going to end the video right here. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye!